Good day, I'm Ronald Kenyatta Jr. and I'm going to report about exercise plan 3A. Before we start, we must have the following the instrument we will use. So the triangle ruler, the pencil, the map, and the chart and this. So the waypoint 1, translate symbol abbreviation along the track from the latitude is 11 degrees 27.5 minutes north and the longitude is 124 degrees 52 minutes east. So first we must find the latitude, which is the 11 degrees west north, and the longitude, which is 124 degrees and 52 minutes. So we have now our waypoint 1. So let's proceed to the waypoint 2. Translate the symbol or abbreviations along the track from 11 degrees 28 minutes north and the longitude is 124 degrees 48 minutes east. So with the given coordinates, we must find the latitude. So the latitude is 11 degrees and 25 minutes north, and longitude is 124 degrees and 48 minutes. So 124 degrees and 48 minutes here. So we have now our waypoint 3, waypoint 2. Next we must find the waypoint 3. So with the given here, so the waypoint 3, translate symbols abbreviations along the track from 12 degrees 23 minutes north and its longitude, which is 124 degrees 14 minutes east. So now we must find the latitude, which bears 12 degrees and 23 minutes. So it's here. And its longitude, which is 124 degrees 14 minutes. And 14. So we have now our waypoint 3. So let's proceed to the waypoint 4. Waypoint 4. Translate symbols abbreviations along the track from 12 degrees 28 minutes north, which is the latitude, and the longitude is 124 degrees and 12 minutes east. So we must find first the latitude, which is the 12 degrees 28 minutes. So 12 degrees and 28 minutes, it is somewhere here. and its longitude, which bears 124 degrees and 12 east and 12 minutes east. So somewhere here, 12. So with the waypoint 4 to the waypoint 5, there is some solution there, which is the plain sailing, and we must tackle that after. So let's proceed to waypoint 5. So waypoint 5, translate symbol along a track of 13 degrees 10.8 minutes and its longitude, which is 124 degrees 17.5 east here. So the latitude here, we must find first the latitude is 13 minutes, 13 degrees 10.8 minutes. And its longitude, which bears 124 degrees 17.5 minutes east. Over here. So we have now our waypoint 5. So the waypoint 5 to the waypoint 6 is translate the symbols or abbreviations along the track from 13 degrees 30 minutes north and its longitude 124 degrees 18.5 minutes east. So we must find the latitude of 13 degrees. So 13 degrees and 30 minutes. So it is here. Next, we must find the longitude of 124 degrees 18.5 east. So somewhere here. And then next, and the last one is the waypoint 7, which translate symbols abbreviations along the track from 13 degrees 32.5 minutes north and its longitude 124 degrees 16 minutes east. So first we must find its latitude, which bears 13 degrees 32.5 minutes. 13 degrees 32.5 minutes. And its longitude 124 degrees 16 minutes east. We are done with the finding the each waypoints and its coordinates. So now the problem is how we can get, or how we can connect each waypoint here in exactly. So like what I have said earlier, we must know the plain sailing solution. So this I have compute it first. So first we must find the DLAT. So the DLAT of the waypoint 4 is 12 degrees 28 and 8 north and 8 minutes north, and in the latitude of waypoint 5 is 13 degrees 10.8 minutes north. So easy. So it is easy. Just just subtract it, and it is equals to 0 degrees 42 minutes 48 seconds, or 0.713 minutes north. And what we can get here is, yung nakuha ni is divide by 60 here, because 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes, or 1 degree is equals to 1 hour, so on and so forth. So next, we must find the difference of longitude in order to find the MLAT and the departure. So the given longitude in the waypoint 4 is 124 degrees 12 minutes east, and waypoint 5 is 124 degrees 17.5 minutes east. So subtract it is equals to 0 degrees 5 minutes and 30 seconds east, or just and divide it again by 60. So it equals to 0.0916 minutes east. So ano na siya. After that, we must find the MLAT. So with the given latitude A and the latitude B is the latitude A is 12 degrees 28 minutes north, and the latitude B is equals to 13 degrees 10.8 minutes north is equals to this is equals to 25 degrees 38 minutes 48 seconds, divide it by 2. So the MLAT is equals to 12 degrees 49 minutes 24 seconds north. So after that, I have solved the departure. So departure is equals to D long times cos MLAT. So the D long is equals to 0.0916 minutes is times cos MLAT, which is the cosine 12 degrees 49 minutes 24 seconds is equals to times na silang duha, which is 0.0916 minutes is times the equals of cos MLAT is equals to 0.9751 minutes north. So our departure is 0.08932 east. So mo rin atong departure. So after that, we must find the course, which the waypoint 4 to waypoint 5. So our formula is tangent course is equals to departure divide DLAT. So our departure is 0.08932, divide it by 0.713, which is our DLAT here. So to divide it is equals to 0.1253, or 7.14 degrees, or 7 degrees and 8.4 minutes. So to sum it all, our course from waypoint 4 to waypoint 5 is north 7 degrees 8.4 minutes east. By the given course, the 7 degrees, we must plot it here in the compass rose and slide it to where the waypoint 4 is. Here. And on the other chart, you must also do the same. 7 degrees. Now we must find the each course of each waypoint. So waypoint 1 to waypoint 2 is we must slide it into the compass rose like what we do in waypoint 4 to waypoint 5. Okay, so its course is 288 degrees true. So next is, so now the waypoint 2 to waypoint 3 is 328 degrees true. So that is its course, its corresponding course. So now the waypoint 3 to waypoint 4, just slide it into the compass rose and its course is 338 degrees true. So now, because the waypoint 4 is to waypoint 5 is done, we must proceed to the waypoint 5 to 6. So just like what we do last, slide it to the compass rose and stop, and you can get the 003 degrees true. So that is the course of waypoint 5 to waypoint 6. So the last is the waypoint 6 to waypoint 7. So must find it. So its course is 314 degrees. So that is the course of waypoint 6 to waypoint 7. In the waypoint 1 to the waypoint 2, the navigational aids is the Janabatas Channel Lighthouse, which flashed 3 times, 15 seconds, and 9 miles. And in the waypoint 2 to the waypoint 3, the navigational aids is the Danau-Danauan Lighthouse, which flashes 5 seconds, and Santa Nino Island flashes 5 seconds, and Malaga Lighthouse, which flashes 5 seconds. So there is also hazards or obstructions. So the Diamante Rock located here. So in the navigational aids in the waypoint 3 is Malaga, flashes 5 seconds, and the hazard observation is the Diamante Rock. So from the waypoint 4 to waypoint 5 is the navigational aids is the Preto Diaz Lighthouse and the Barcelona Lighthouse, which flashes 10 seconds, and the Preto Diaz flashes 5 seconds. So the hazard or obstructions is the Diamante Rock, Islet, Ices, Obstruction Reef, Rocks, Shipwreck, and San Bernardo Island. So between waypoint 5 to waypoint 6 is the Ungay Lighthouse here, and the hazard of observation is the Virac Breast. So the last is the waypoint 6 to waypoint 7, which is the lighthouse flashes 2 times 10 seconds and 18 miles. So the hazard of observation is the Pichili Coral Reef. So that's all. Thank you. Now, let's talk about tides. So, what is tides? When you hear that word, what comes up in your mind? So, tides are those related with the sea, which is tides are periodic motion of waters of the sea due to changes in attractive forces of the moon and sun upon the rotating earth. So, kaning tide ay kay the highness of the water and the lowness of the water that depends on the rotation of the moon and the sun. No, the rotation of the moon and the earth. So tides can either help or hinder a mariner. A high tide may provide enough depth to clear bar, while a low tide may prevent entering or leaving a harbor. So ang tide kung high tide siya, di kaning mukuan siya, dako siya tabang sa mga ship because of the depth of the water will increase. And if low tide siya, kaning mo the na posibilidad niya mo under na mga ground ang barko mo na mo live siya sa kuan. Tidal current may help progress or hinder, may set the ship towards dangers or away from them. By understanding tides and making intelligent use of prediction, the navigator can plan expeditions and safe passage through the tidal water. So the tidal currents. So kanang tidal currents is kung kaning gini o sa Bisaya pa sulog, which can napula sila kaning knots nga mo si dagan sa tidal current, which can affect the ship, the running of the ship, the course of the ship, and that's caused the deviation. So what is the cause of tides? Unsay kuan ganong nahitabo ng tides. So tides are caused by the gravitational interaction between the moon and the earth. So tungod na sila sa pag-kuan sa moon ug sa earth, o sa pag-align ba na-align ba na siya sa sun or whatever. So the gravitational attraction of the moon causes the oceans to bulge out in the direction of the moon. So kung asa ang moon dira po siya kaning high tide nya, which the maitan nasa east ang kuan moon, ang nasa north ug sa south wala siya kaning mo low tide, depende sa kung asa ang moon. So mo ni siya. Another bulge occurs on the opposite side, since the earth is also being pulled toward the moon and away from the water on the earth side. So mo to siya. So there are two types of tides, which is the spring tides and the nip tides. So, spring tides are especially strong tides. They do not have anything to do with the season spring. They occur when the earth, the sun, and the moon are aligned. So, spring tides are tides that is not ordinary high tide. High tide or low tide. So, spring tides is kaning high, kaning dako kay kuan og kaning if high tide dili siya kaning normally high tide but mas mudako pud siya, and the low tide dili siya normally sa niya low tide which kuan kita nimo ordinary nga kuan mas mudako pud siya. So it occurs when kuan kining the moon and the sun is are in line. So the gravitational forces of the moon and the sun both contribute to the tides. Spring tides occur during the full moon and the new moon. So mo-occur ni siya dahil mo-occur ni siya the spring tides in new moon and the full moon. Na siya. So let's talk about neap tides. Neap tides are especially weak tides. They occur when the gravitational forces of the moon and the sun are perpendicular to one another. So, the neap tides, is kung dili siya normally sad nga kuan nga normally nga tao nga high tides or low tides. Ano siya kaning moderate ra siya ba, dili kay mudako ang dagat, dili sa kayo mo gamay ang dagat. So neap tides occur during quarter moons. So quarter moon rin siya mo-occur ang neap tides once in a month. So there are tide duration and range. So first, range of tide is difference in height between low water and high water. The duration of tide is time interval between successive high waters. The duration of rise is the time interval from low water to high water. So the duration of fall is the time interval from high water to low water. So let's proceed to tidal data. Tidal data for various parts of the world is published by NOS in 4 volumes. So which the Central and Western Pacific Ocean and the Indian Ocean, which including us. East Coast is North and South America, Europe and the West Coast of Africa, and the last is West Coast of North and South America.
Thank you for watching.